Yo, peoples, Kyushu92 here, and welcome back to yet another reaction to Solo Leveling! Let us begin with episode 4. Let's get it! Now we start off with Jin against one of these steel-fanged Lycans, and he also lost his dagger. Now mind you, he was doing pretty good against the goblins, but now your boy ain't got no weapon. Oh, look at the agility! Look at the agility! Your body feels light, you say. That's because you put all those points into agility. He just punched it! He keeps punching it. He says his attacks ain't working, but, I mean, you punching it. You doing something. I love this theme song. Let's get it. I love that theme song so much. But back to the steel-fanged Lycan. He ain't got no party. He ain't got no healers. All he has is water and food. Ooh, inventory. Look at that. Look at that. Oh! Look at that. Mind you, we are currently on the first couple of pages of volume 2 of the webcomic. Your boy just sliced through a monster with a sword that cost 3 million yen. And now he's got 2 more Lycans on him. Pull that sword out. Use it. Woo! Slice straight through it! Oh yeah, yep, just straight through the mouth. Just straight through the mouth. Why you backing up, Lycan? Is it because you ain't ready? Yep, its fight or flight response activated in that moment. I'd rather live. And he's level 2. So now we know how he just recovered in that one moment. Every time he levels up, he gets like a free recover. And he only gets a certain amount of points when he does training. But apparently, he realizes that combat lets him level up faster. The more basic the ability, the more abilities he can, the more powerful he can get. It's time to get strong. It's time for that solo leveling. Item, Lycan Fang. I remember when I used to read out these descriptions in like a computer-like voice when I was reading through these chapters earlier. So many memories. You know what? I would not be opposed to reading through solo leveling again. Man, I can't wait to play some more RPGs. I can't wait. Y'all don't know. This series just changed my whole outlook on video games that function with the level up system. I've wanted a game to be like solo leveling after I read this series. Every time I play a game with RPG elements in there, I always think about solo leveling and how it made a person feel in that world. Yo, that's a lot of Lycans. Hey, you may see enemies. I see XP. I see you brought friends. You're not locked in. I'm not locked in there with you. You're locked in here with me. Boy, I wish I wish a steel fang Lycan would bite me in the back of my hoodie. If I kill you in an instant, I'll feel really bad. I wouldn't. Killing them in an instant means that they don't kill me in an instant. But yeah, ever since I've read the entire series of solo leveling, frankly, I've been waiting for a game to give me that same instance of exhilaration from this story in video game form. And I'm still waiting. Yo, yep, level up! Level up! You have acquired title, Wolf Assassin! Hee-haw! See, when I play Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, I'm gonna be thinking about the power I gained from leveling. When I play Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, I'm gonna be thinking of solo leveling as an example to follow in terms of how to feel when you gain power from leveling. It happens with every single RPG that I play. Solo leveling has completely changed my whole outlook. Title Wolf Assassin. Oh, okay. 34 wolf fangs. That's a lot of wolf fangs. 2 worn out swords, traveler's attire. Teleportation stone is easier to get than I imagined. The dude has been gaining so much stuff just by killing enemies over and over again. This is how I level up in video games. Exactly what Jin is doing. Just killing enemies over and over and over and over again. I don't find that boring in video games because I could do that for hours and reap the benefits of all that time. Look at that. Look at that. Your boy. Already getting stronger. Oh, is that Chewie? Defeated Razorclawed Briga. Black Shadow Razan. Yep, we're entering into the next phases of pages. Yep, talking about color denoting of enemies now. Color denotes how strong an enemy is. What was once a red text Steelfang Lycan, now the Lycans have gotten so weak that their text read out in white, which is the weakest. So now Steelfang Lycans are weak to him now. Oh, level doesn't seem to be rising anymore. So he's already reached a point where he's getting minimum XP from kills because he's now that strong. I've played games like that, where you gotta take on stronger enemies in order for you to reap the benefits of more XP. We have officially entered into Chapter 4 of the comic. We've entered into Chapter 4. Woo! Okay, whatever is it down in this area. It not only bodied him, but broke his sword. There it is! King of the Swamp, Blue Venom Fanged Kasaka. Not giving your boy Jin chance to react. This giant snake's on a whole nother level. Getting tossed instantly. This snake is not giving him a chance to breathe. Because this chapter is called Boss Round. This thing is just throwing entire subway cars. Where's my solo leveling video game, people? Not a mobile game. Not on PC. Well, not a mobile game that's both on mobile and PC. That's what I mean specifically. But I mean a full-fledged console solo leveling game. Getting flashbacks of when it used to be called Weak. They gave me that nickname because I was too weak. I was looked down upon because I was too weak. I also felt useless. As long as I'm strong enough... Oh, and we're back in the God statue room. One with overwhelming power can naturally remain undefeated. The weak are powerless before the strong. The weak can only stand still, trembling in fear. People are looked down upon because they are weak. Even if they're knowledgeable, smart, or considerate. Before the strong, they will be betrayed. Gentleness is meaningless, so I must become stronger. That's why I came here. Look at that determination. Yo, look at him, he's glowing! He's glowing! Compared to that thing, compared to the fear back then, you have nothing to make me afraid! This is the first sign. All them points for agility are nice. Yo, he's breaking the scales with his bare hands! He is strangling the snake with his bare hands. Looks like my sword wasn't doing the job, so how about, since I put all my points into strength, let me just strangle this giant snake with my bare hands. Look at all them level ups. Look at all them level ups! It's because of this series I love that. You have defeated King of the Swamp. Yo, look at that sword! You know what? I'm pausing this and reading it. Let me read it out the way I did when I was reading through this series originally.
Kasaka's Venom Fang. Acquisition difficulty, C rank. Category, Dagger. Attack, plus 25. Paralysis. Opponent cannot move for a set time. Drain, HP minus 1% per second. A dagger made from a Kasaka's Venom Fang. It contains Kasaka Venom.
It not only comes with paralysis, but bleed effect. Yeah, I gotta read this one too.
Kasaka's Venom Gland. Acquisition difficulty, A rank. Category, Poison. Kasaka's armor scales. Physical damage, minus 20%. Damaged muscle. Strength, minus 35%. This pouch contains refined Kasaka poison. On rare occasions, you can harvest this from a Kasaka. Once you drink it, your skin will harden, but your muscles will be permanently damaged from the poison.
As the boss has been defeated, the dungeon will now revert to its original state. Your boy did it! And look, we're back in the subway. Ain't it nice and clean? I guess we're seeing the aftermath of the dungeon break, because there's a whole bunch of monsters around. Woo! Woo! His perception has leveled up, so now he can sense the main monster that's left behind from the dungeon break from the gate that was in the middle of the street. All these hunters are having such a hard time. This is the last monster that's left. Jin's able to tell who's what rank. He's able to sense that now! And one of the people who's there trying to help out is Jui. She's here too! And she's still traumatized from the God statue incident. She can't focus. Ooh, Jin! As long as I can break its defenses, I could defeat it. Let's go, Jin! I'll give it the most powerful hit. Woo! He broke through its barrier immediately, and that allowed the rest of the hunters to defeat it. Look at him. A boss golem that remained unscathed under the attack of a dozen hunters was defeated by this thing, and it was a slightly broken sword. Such terrifying, destructive power. Look at Jin's arm. Look at his arm. Look at his arm. It wasn't the hunters who took down that one monster. It was Jin. You look at his arm, though. It is full of muscle. Full of muscle. Episode 5, a pretty good deal. You want to know what I think is a pretty good deal? Us being able to see this phenomenal story be animated, and us getting episodes every single Saturday. Ooh, this was good! Jin fighting the Lycans and finding out, hey, I'm getting stronger from killing these things faster than whenever I do workouts. And then he's fighting Kasuga, king of the swamp, blue venom fanged Kasuga. And he doesn't kill it with his sword. No, I'm just gonna take my bare hands and strangle it to death. Cause my sword ain't working. But I'm gonna strangle it to death with my bare hands. My bare hands. Sorry, I had it up here, but you guys can't see up here. With my bare hands, I'm just gonna strangle this thing to death. The animation is great. The voice acting is great. And then Jin gets out of there, gets a nice looking dagger, gets some nice stuff, and now he's above ground, and he helps take down a golem. He straight up takes down the golem itself. Cause your boy done got strong. His ability to perceive things has skyrocketed. And when I say skyrocketed, I mean by that much. Sure, it may look like a lot for him, but you have no idea just how much power. Oh, the power. See, I said this while I was reacting to it. Solo leveling has fundamentally changed how I look at games with RPG elements in there. This series has changed how I look at RPGs and how I want RPGs to make me feel whenever I level. I can't play an RPG now without thinking of solo leveling, and in some shape or fashion, hoping that there's an element that makes me feel even a fraction as strong as Jin does whenever he does literally anything in this story. So when I say that solo leveling has changed how I viewed RPGs as a whole, I pray that there is someone out there that can give us a full-fledged solo leveling video game that gives us that same amount of exhilaration just from what we get watching this. You know, part of me was very, very scared that I did not put my audio back to its normal state, back to its normal level. I had to double check there for a moment. I got scared, but we're fine. But this episode, man, we're still on chapter 4 though. We are still on chapter 4 of volume 2. Thank you, Chugong. Thank you, Dubu. May he rest in peace. For this wonderful series. We're still on chapter 4. We're on episode 4, and we're still on chapter 4. There's like a couple more pages before we get to chapter 5, but we are making some very significant headway with this series as a whole. Like, the pacing is actually quite good for it to be going from chapter to chapter, because a lot of the chapters tend to be a bit long. But overall, the pacing is very good. The animation is definitely good. Look, tell me when Solo Leveling's first season goes on Blu-ray. Tell me. Say less. It's going to be on my shelf. But overall, this was a very good episode. We got to see Jin embrace this role of a player that he is, and him getting a lot more stronger. The fact that this man leveled up a whole bunch of times, and now he's able to take out a golem instantly, where everyone else was having a hard time during an entire dungeon break. He just shows up with a broken sword, mind you. Not to mention, it's a sword worth 3 million yen, so Jin himself was all like, yeah, I couldn't afford this. But takes the broken sword and takes out the golem, and he's all like, I didn't expect it to go down in one hit. Man, my memories of reading through these chapters are just flooding back to me. Absolutely amazing. Can't wait for the next episode next Saturday. I'm done, ladies and gentlemen. If I got any new people here who are watching this channel for the first time, hi, how are you? Why don't you go ahead and subscribe, because I be doing stuff like this all the time. And because, I like to entertain y'all. Y'all are my peoples. This is my job. This is my job, and I love to put a smile on your face. But you guys let me know what you thought of this episode as a whole. And for all of you Solo Leveling fans, are we eating good today? Hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. Like, comment, subscribe, become a member, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always,